This is the video for homework page 62, 63, 2 to 20 even, and I'm going to do 1 through 19 odd. So if you're talking about the perimeter of a square with side length y, I always like to draw a picture. And then each one of your sides is y. If we're talking about perimeter, don't forget, think about the show cops. If there's a person inside and the cops say to make a perimeter, it is distance around. So you would add up all the sides. So you would have y plus y plus y plus y. You combine your like terms, you get 4y. The sum of 3 consecutive integers if the first is z. So we're going to do c plus plus. Okay, so consecutive means in a row, so like 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. And if we were talking about consecutive integers, just like we did in class today, so if we said 1, the next integer would be 2. Or if we said 7, the next integer would be 8. And the pattern there is plus 1. So if we said z, then the next integer would be z plus 1. So going back to the same example I just used, if we were talking about 1 and then 2, the following integer would be 3. So the pattern from 1 to 3 is plus 2. Or if we did 5, next would be 6, then 7, the pattern from 5 to 7 is plus 2. So if we did z and then z plus 1, what would make sense would be z plus 2. Remember to always put your parentheses around your expressions. And now we're going to go ahead and distribute those positive ones, which does not change anything. And we will combine our like terms. Z plus z is 3z. Cross those bad boys out. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So our expression is z plus 3. The total amount of money in x nickels, x plus 3 dimes, and 2x quarters. So x nickels would be 0.05x, because nickels is 5 cents, plus dimes would be 0.10 dimes, so that'd be x plus 3, plus quarters is 0.25, because that's 25 cents is a quarter, times 2x quarters. So we're going to go ahead and distribute. So 0.05x is already distributed, plus distribute the 0.1x, plus 0.1 times 3 is 0.3, plus distribute 0.25 times 2, 0.5x. Now we're going to combine our like terms. We've got 0.05x plus 0.1x plus 0.5x. So 0.05 plus 0.1 plus 0.5 is 0.65x. Cross all those out, plus 0.3. Okay, number 7 says, a piece of land along Bayou Liberty is to be fenced and subdivided as shown, so that each rectangle has the same dimensions. Express the total amount of fencing needed as an algebraic expression in x. So let me go ahead and draw the picture for you. So you've got water back here, and then you have a fenced-in area like this, and it says this is x, and it says this is 2x plus 1, and it says it doesn't know what this is, it doesn't know what this is, and it doesn't know what this is. Okay. So again, a piece of land along Bayou Liberty is to be fenced and subdivided as shown, so that each rectangle has the same dimensions. Express the total amount of fencing needed as an algebraic expression in x. So because they tell us that each one of the rectangles is the same, we know that this is x, we know that this is x, we know that this is x. And so we can go ahead and erase these question marks. Just kidding. It won't let me erase it. So we're just going to scratch it out. Okay, and we know that this is 2x plus 1, and we know that this is 2x plus 1. So we're just going to add them all together. So we know we have x plus x plus x plus x plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1. Okay, or we could have said we have 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. So we could have said 4x plus, and we know we have 1, 2, 3 of the 2x plus 1 quantity. Either one of those situations will work. Either way, you'll get the same answer. So I'm going to go with the second equation. So I have 4x plus, distribute the 3, 6x plus 3. Combine your like terms. 4x plus 6x is 10x plus 3, and that's how much fencing you would need. All right, number 9 says, write the perimeter of the floor plan shown as an algebraic expression in x. Okay, so it looks like this. You have x minus 10, 2. This entire thing here is 10. This is x minus 3. We don't know what this is. And they want us to find the perimeter. In order to find the perimeter, we need to add up all the sides. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out what this piece here is and what this piece here is. So in order to figure out this piece here, we're going to take this piece minus this piece. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So we can scribble this out. This piece here is 8. And same situation here. In order to get this piece, we're going to subtract this minus this. So this is x minus 3 minus x minus 10. Again, x minus 3 minus x minus 10 to get this piece. Now see how important my parentheses are here, because I'm going to distribute this negative. So you get x minus 3 minus x plus 10. X minus x cancel. Negative 3 plus 10 is 7. So that's how I got 7 for that piece. Now we're going to add up everything. So it doesn't matter where you start. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go around. So I'm going to go 10 is this piece. So 10 plus x minus 10. Make sure you use your parentheses. Plus 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus x minus 3. And then just to verify that you got them all, count how many sides you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got them all. All right. Let's go ahead and do my distribution. 10 plus, I'm distributing a positive 1, so nothing changes. X minus 10 plus 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus x minus 3. Combine your like terms. 10 minus 10, those are just going to cancel. 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 8 is 17, minus 3 is 14. So I've got 14. I can cross all those out. And then I've got x plus x is 2x. Everything's crossed out. So my perimeter is 14 plus 2x, or 2x plus 14. All right. Number 11. 4 times the difference, so 4 times the difference of a number and 2, so x minus 2, and, is the same as 2 increased by 4 times the number. Interesting. 2 increased by 4 times the number plus twice the number. So is that 2 increased by 4 times the number plus twice the number? Find the number. So let's see, distribute this. 4x minus 8 equals 2 plus 6x. Okay. Subtract 4x from both sides. You get negative 8 equals 2 plus 2x. Subtract 2 from both sides. You get negative 10 equals 2x. Divide 2 from both sides, and you get negative 5 equals x. That's correct, but that is a super weird question. A second number is 5 times a first number. Okay? A second number is 5 times a first number. Okay. Our first number is x. A second number is 5 times a first number. A third number is 100 more than the first number. If the sum of the three numbers is 415, find the numbers. So we've got x plus 5x plus 100, x plus 100 equals 415. What are the numbers? Okay, so let's solve it. Oops. X plus 5x plus x plus 100 equals 415, and now let's solve it. X plus 5x plus x is 7x plus 100 equals 415. Subtract 100 from each side, giving you 7x equals 315. Divide both sides by 7. You get x equals 45. But that's not what they're asking. They want to know what the numbers are. So you go back up here. Go back up here. And x is 45. 5x is 5 times 45, which is 225. And x plus 100 would be 45 plus 100, which would be 145. So the numbers are 45, 225, and 145. That is what they're looking for. All right, number 15. The United States consists of 2,271 million acres of land. Approximately 29% of this land is federally owned. Find the number of acres that is not federally owned. Okay, if 29% of this land is federally owned, and they want to know the number of acres that are not federally owned, so we need to take 100 minus 29 to figure out how much is not federally owned. So 100 minus 29 is 71. So 71% is not federally owned. So we're going to take 71% of 2,271. Of means what as far as operation goes? Operation is multiplication. So we're going to do 0.71. So if you're putting this in your calculator, it would be 0.71 of, which is multiplication, 2,271, which is 1,612.41. And remember, this is in millions, so million acres. Okay, in 2006, a total of 2,748 earthquakes occurred in the United States. Of these, 85.3% were minor tremors with magnitudes of 3.9 or less on the Richter scale. How many minor earthquakes occurred in the United States in 2006? round to the nearest whole number. Okay, so it said in 2006, a total of 2,748 earthquakes occurred in the United States. Of the total, 85.3% were minor tremors. How many minor earthquakes occurred in 2006? Okay, so we know that 85.3% of the earthquakes in 2006 were minor. So it's 85.3% of 2,748. Well, we just said of is multiplication. So we're going to move our decimal place 2 here. So it's going to be 0.853 times 2,748. So let's punch that in our calculator. We're going to get 0.853 of 2748. And you get, let's move this up just a little bit. You get 2,344.044. But remember, it says round to the nearest whole number. So this was our approximate answer. That's the approximate symbol. So our answer would be 2,344 because they asked us to round to the nearest whole number. And it would be earthquakes. Don't forget your units. 2,304. All right, and then last one. In a recent survey, 15% of online shoppers in the U.S. say that they prefer to do business only with large, well-known retailers. In a group of 1,500 online shoppers, how many are willing to do business with any size retailers? Okay, so 15% only well-known. So how many will do it with any size? The other 85%, right? And I got 85 because I subtracted 100 from 15 from 100. So 85% will do it with any size retailer. So 85% of the 1,500 that they asked. So 0.85 of is multiplication, 1,500. So again, we're going to punch that into our calculator. And you get 1,275, and these are shoppers. And I'm going to go home and do some online shopping right now, and I'm part of that 85%. So have a great day.